Hey Scorpios, it's Heather here with Empress. I hope you guys are doing well. This is going to be your August overall general spread. If you are cross-watching, welcome. You could very well resonate with the Scorpion energy that's coming through. It's going to be for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, and Jupiter in Scorpio. And yeah, as always, guys, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't seem to fit, please don't try to force things. There are a ton of amazing readers out there, so feel free to click on one of the links or videos down below. All right, and with that being said, we're just going to hop right in and get started. So what can we get for Scorpio's energy August? I mean, you guys are jumping left and right. Okay. 9 of Wands reversed. Okay, good. 2 of Pentacles, 3 of Cups, and then the Mother of Cups. Okay, so we have 9 of Wands reversed, 2 of Pentacles. So I feel like this has been a battle for Scorpios for, I don't want to say quite a while, but for a couple weeks at least, or the last month or so, where you're trying to really find the balance within, and in the process of that, let your guard down. 9 of Wands is my battle-worn soldier. This is the one that's standing reprieve, seeing the light at the end of the tunnel, knowing that the battle is so worth it, and realizing that they are almost at the end. They're almost near the finish line. Reversed is someone that's released the battle-worn mentality. Someone that is not on the defense as much anymore. Someone that is not staying in the battle any longer. Someone that's releasing it. With that 2 of Pentacles, I feel like you have finally given up when it comes to taking on too much in your life, an imbalance that's been in your life, focusing on the wrong thing. 2 of Pentacles is so many things, but at the end of the day, it's about having your energy in 2 hands and not being able or trying to juggle too much at once, and your energy just feels depleted. And maybe that was the point of the 9 of Wands for you. It was about depletion. You have the 3 of Cups on the Mother of Cups, and I feel like because you have finally released and become more discerning when it comes to your energy and what you're pouring into and what you're juggling, what you're balancing moving forward. You've got the 3 of Cups and the Mother of Cups. This is about happiness. 3 of Cups, the card of celebration, the card of happiness, joy. You could be teaming up with friends, going out and celebrating with friends, really enjoying your life right now, trying to find the happiness, the joy, the spark inside of you. That Mother of Cups, that's, obviously Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces energy. It's reaching in the depths, using a soul-based drive right now. I feel like you guys are soul-based living. You are just living and embodying soulful emotion, something deep, something resound, something very spiritually led inside of you that's led you to this point of happiness and finally releasing. It feels like you guys are stepping up and into your power because you are becoming more discerning. You are releasing certain things, or, even if it's something as simple as sorry guys, projects. If you work on multiple projects, or if you have multiple ventures or avenues, or you're entrepreneurial, or you have businesses, it's really letting go when it comes to the imbalance that you've had. You're able to find equilibrium. You're not juggling as much as you're on your plate anymore. You don't feel like you're overwhelmed by it versus before. Or maybe you had so much going on, it was hard to kind of keep your head above water or really find the balance because you were so overwhelmed. Mother of Cups. So let's see. Let me get another card, just one more for Scorpio. For that, I say one, you guys give me 2. That's how it always works. Yeah, 4 of Swords. Yep, releasing stuff. Maybe part of the imbalance was holding on to things that weren't serving you. Again, if it's jobs, career, ventures, this is projects that weren't going to pan out or that weren't destined for you, that weren't really yours to continue on pouring effort into. Maybe you're letting go of the reins a little bit and sharing responsibility when it comes to the projects with other people as well. 4 of Swords is you going within, really thinking on it. Finding that point of meditation, of stillness inside of you, in order to release. And I love that on this card, all the cups are completely, they're empty or broken. All this energy, all this focus, all this effort into this Eight of Cups right here, and it's like you are so entangled, but none of it's worth it anymore. You know, release what's not worth it anymore. That's okay. It's okay to release things. If it's people, energies, places, situations, whatever it might be, if it's not going to serve your soul, and if it's going to have you feeling so, I want to say discombobulated, so we're going to say discombobulated, you know, just all over the place, it's not worth, you know, letting your soul completely drain empty from it. You can pour your heart and soul into things, but you pour from your overflow. You don't pour your heart and soul completely, because then you're depleted, and then you lead to that Nine of Wands where you are so battle worn and you're so distraught and you just don't know if you have the strength to really carry on. Finding balance or letting things go so you can have balance, beautiful way to do it. All right, Scorpios. Yes. Can I get 4 Scorpios? Three of Wands, yeah. 5 of Cups. Father of Wands. Okay. I'm going to grab 3 more cards. The 3 of Wands under that 9 of Wands reverse. It's like that one just wanted to come right out. Making the decision to step out of battles that aren't yours. It's going to serve your soul a lot of good, because that 3 of Wands underneath there means that you're going to head down the right path. You're going to be able to notice and get more perspective on the direction you're headed, on the path that you want to take, on where you're going. And in order to do that, that 9 of Wands reverse, you had to step up and out of that energy in order to move forward. We have 3 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and 3 of Swords reverse. We're going to take that because that's what that's, yes. I love to see that card reverse. So 5 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like really trying to, I keep going back to balance, and it's fine because it is what it is. Really trying to find the balance within those things, the energies where you were placing yourself, led you to a point of not finding the happiness, not finding the joy, because you have 2 opposing energies here. You have this under that 2 of Pentacles, which is the juggling, which is, I mean, and I feel like you weren't happy juggling these things, because you knew that part of it wasn't for you. You know, you were pouring your heart and soul into something that wasn't going to bring any kind of benefit, any kind of love, respect, admiration. And then you have the 3 of Cups there. So that is because you decide to release and let go. You move forward, you step up into your power, and you find happiness again. It just took releasing certain things in order for you to really find it, and that's okay. Sometimes it does, you know. Father of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sag energy under that 3 of Cups. So you could be connecting with a fire sign that's really inspiring you. It could be a friend thing. It could be a relationship. It could be family members. I mean, it could be your kid, you know, someone that's really inspiring and igniting something inside of you. I don't really feel like it's a child, because it is father. Father tends to be either someone older or someone that's really, you know, it is the King of Wands. So they're very much take charge. They hold the reins. You know, they're very authoritative. They just naturally are charismatic, and they take the lead, and they do what needs to be done, and they pour their souls into it, sometimes to the point of burnout. Maybe you guys are coming across as a fire energy as well, but connecting with this 3 of Cups, this is definitely some kind of good times or joy to be had when it comes to that fiery, passionate energy. Mother of Cups on top of that 3 of Pentacles. So because you are stepping up into that power and using your intuition and trusting your instincts and your, emotionally driven soul right now, you're really working on a foundation, laying groundwork, teamwork. Again, I keep getting teamwork, collaboration when it comes to something that I feel like you're truly passionate about. Ace of Cups. Everyone equates this with love. It could be love. I'm not saying it's not love. I'm saying that Ace of Cups doesn't have to just be about love, relationship from another person. This could literally be feeling loved from the inside out, or feeling like you're doing something that you really love, have an opportunity to pour yourself into something that means a lot to you, that's soul, again, I get soulfully driven, something that's really driving your soul and inspiring you. Under that 4 of Swords, so that meditation, that reprieve, that right before making the decision to cut ties, that leads to the fact that you have gone in and really contemplated and meditated on things and sat down and listened to your soul That's going to bring in that Ace of Cups opportunity for you. Three of Swords reversed. So, again, a lot of people say this is a relationship card. Could be. Could be a heartbreak. Could be a situation, something karmic that you had to release. For me, a Three of Swords is something that cuts you so deep that mentally you felt like you were entrapped with it. Like you couldn't let it go. You couldn't release it. And it hit you on a very soul level. It's something that struck a chord, struck so deep that you couldn't release it for quite a while. Under that Eight of Cups especially, it was something that needed to be released because it wasn't going to be good for you. So with it reversed, you're finally coming up and out of that energy. It could be relationship, it could be friendships. If it's a career or something like that, which I'm not really getting that vibe from it, if it is, it's something that wasn't for your benefit, something that it was tearing you apart inside to keep going with it, to keep putting yourself through it over and over and over again. If it's something to do with you and your past, this is finally releasing some kind of old wounds or something, triggers possibly that had held you back when it came to moving forward into situations or moving forward into your path, finding joy. Because sometimes the relationships we're in currently, it's not just that specific relationship. Sometimes it's things that are triggered. And I say relationships, again, relationships of all kinds. But it's something inside that's triggered from the past. You can have triggers that have really nothing to do with this specific person. They might not be particularly malicious. They might not actually be putting you through this exact thing again. But you have one trigger that comes up and it reminds you of something that happened 10 years ago and you're immediately just right back in there. That's what, to me, Three of Swords is. It's something that has affected you moving forward so much that you carry it in your soul. It doesn't have to be a relationship. I had Three of Swords for a long time. Mine was about abuse that I experienced before in my life. Childhood on. That's what my Three of Swords was. For the longest time, had nothing to do with the relationship, had nothing to do with love, nothing to do with any of that. But it did affect all of my relationships or all of the connections that I had that from that point on were completely. I carried that Three of Swords with me for years before it was released. So it definitely can instill a lot of fear inside of you, a lot of sorrow, a lot of that Five of Cups energy. It takes a lot to work through it. But when you release it, man, it's like a weight off your shoulders. All right. Let's see, what else can we grab for Scorpios? All these cards want to stick together. Yeah, you guys have definitely been working on releasing some things. Oh gosh, what's this? I'm gonna put it there. Okay. So, the Six of Pentacles under the Three of Wands and the Nine of Wands reversed. Yeah. Making this decision that you've made, the path that you're deciding to go down, what you're leaving behind, is bringing forth balance and really attracting in reciprocity into your life. You're no longer going to have a situation where maybe you're pouring into it and it's giving nothing back. Or you feel like, you can only give so much because you just don't have it inside of you. You're not balanced yet to give it, give as much to something else as what it's giving to you. Yeah, that's over. That's pretty done with. I feel like you are finding that equilibrium, that balance in this situation. Father of Swords, Five of Cups. Yeah, so because you, and it could very well be, you could have someone in your life that's a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius that has helped you kind of see the imbalance within things, that's helped you kind of notice that you were juggling too much or taking on too much, and that, it was really weighing heavy on you and who you were and your happiness and your soul and how alive and how vibrant you were. Maybe you have a friend or someone around you that noticed, that brought it to your attention. And if not, if that's you in that Father of Swords, that's you discerningly saying, okay, I have to let this go. I cannot do everything, but I can do some things with all I have. You can't really, it's impossible to do everything for everyone. It's just how it goes. And trust me, being a Taurus and a Libra, I try to do those things. I try to do everything I can for everyone. I get it. 2 of Cups under Father of Wands, 3 of Cups. So If this is a very fiery energy you're connecting with, this is someone that is a soulmate. Doesn't have to just be romance, can be friendship, but it's a soul tie. 2 of Cups. This is someone that respects you as much as you respect them. This is someone that genuinely cares and loves and supports you as much as you do for them, which is beautiful with that 6 of Pentacles energy. It's all about balance and all of this coming in. Mother of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, the Tower. So you guys are going to have something that comes through. Maybe energetically something going on right now with the energies. Could be something affecting your chart. Could be just something in general that stirs you up and finally gets you to a point of releasing cycles. I feel like this is mental for you guys. It's all mental. 10 of Swords. Whatever mental hangups you have when it came to love, or when it came to a project, or when it came to a venture, you're releasing it. So I feel like you're going to be taking more chances on things because you are finally releasing the fear. Again, I keep getting that fear. So a lot of you maybe had a lot of fears or hangups when it came to pouring yourself into either a relationship or a project. And the contemplation, the stillness within, really going inside, I feel like it's helped you finally release a lot of that. Not in that Tower moment, because Tower moments, they come in to shake us up. They don't come in to destroy us, guys. It comes to shake us up, but for a reason, for a purpose. Alright, what else can we get for Scorpios? Son of Cups on the Empress, yeah. Okay, so this is definitely about birthing something from your soul. The Knight of Cups, it can be offers of love. You could be connecting in love. I'm not saying you're not. Especially with the Empress energy, because the Empress, whatever it touches, she really brings to life. She brings to fruition. She really promotes growth in it. In a divine feminine way, which is very subconscious, underneath, emotional, very connected to spirit, connected to the universe kind of way, which makes sense if it's a soul-driven cycle in your life. We had these 2 under that 3 of Swords and 8 of Cups. So releasing stuff, again, has led you to a point. You could be loving yourself more and really pouring into yourself and having growth within projects that are really, meaningful and inspiring to you. Whichever it is for you, just know that with that Empress card there is a lot of potential there for immense growth in the best way possible. Okay, I'm gonna grab. Sorry guys, my throat's like getting scratchy. Okay. Anything else for Scorpios? We have 7 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles, Magician. Okay. So I feel like you guys are definitely on the defense when it comes to certain situations. 7 of Swords can be a card of deception. It can be a card of the false mask. It can be a card of false connections. Maybe you were connected to someone at some point, or there was a lot of deception or deceit with that 3 of Swords. That 3 of Swords, whatever this 3 of Swords was for you, there was a lot of deception that was tied to it. Because I feel like this is exactly what it's related to. It's related to this, which is about the heartbreak, but with that, you can notice that you have the 1 sword up, Sword of Clarity. I just happened to set it underneath that Father of Swords energy. So again, a lot of clarity, a lot of discernment. I think that's brought you forward to realizing in a situation that, maybe some of you blamed yourself for something or partially blamed yourself in a situation, and you came to the realization that it wasn't you. There are 2 people in the situation. There are 2 different perspectives, 2 different journeys, 2 different, lives living. Maybe some of you found out some truth in the situation that pushed you to finally release things and move forward from it. Daughter of Pentacles and Magician. So this is Page of Pentacles and Magician. So opportunities coming in, some kind of messages, offers coming in, something that you've been manifesting to yourself. So at the end of the day, Scorpios, you guys are going to be fucking phenomenal because you're attracting things in, opportunities in. You could be attracting love in. You could be attracting a lot of growth potential in business and ventures and all avenues of your life right now. My only piece of advice would be to focus really on the happiness versus the loss, because it feels like whatever you've had to release, it wasn't really a loss. You know, that it's a reason, season, or lifetime. I always say that with any kind of connections. There's a reason, a season, or a lifetime, and we don't know which one it is, you know? But there's always a purpose. And a lot of the times the purpose is to change us in our direction, our course. Sometimes having people that take, you know, us for granted or don't pour into us the way that they should really makes us aware and become more self-aware of what we deserve and our own power. And that's beautiful too, you know? But you guys are releasing. You're attracting, I feel like you're attracting so many beautiful things, opportunities in your life at this point that, you know, the month ahead it's going to be fantastic. It's going to be absolutely fantastic for you guys. Just focus on the good. Focus on the good. Positivity, it does so much for your alignment, but it also does so much for your mindset, for your heart, and for your soul. Apparently I had old cards stuck under this one. You know, I wasn't going to take this card because it wasn't even supposed to be attached to this deck, but I feel like things always just pop up for a reason, so it's fine. 4 of Wands. Stability, commitment, happiness, joy, abundance, celebration, prosperity. I mean, some of you could just be manifesting someone into your life that you can finally build solid ground with. Some of you might be manifesting extreme stability and happiness and freedom and joy into your life as well. See? Beautiful things. I choose love no matter what. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. I love that. I love that because I always say we, like you guys are talking back to me. I know you're not talking back to me, but in my mind, I feel like we are. So whatever. I feel like I'm talking to a friend. And to be real, I feel like we just had this conversation about how sometimes things need to change because other things are coming in. You have to release. Okay. So let's get Corn. Is there any other messages for Scorpio? Ooh, the owl. And we have the arrow. Okay, these are new. I haven't seen these yet thus far in the readings. This is phenomenal because we've been getting a lot of the same cards. So I think a lot of signs are going through a lot of repetitive cycles right now. Let's see. So, the corn. Corn represents the mother of sustenance and tangible abundance. This symbol represents material prosperity in the world of form that provides stability and sustenance to many. There is more than enough. I love that. All right, let's hop into the arrow. Receiving this symbol reminds you that you are in alignment with your heart and soul. You're on target and will soon be hitting your mark. Be true to your calling. Release attachments. And free yourself from the bondage of unbridled ambition. Now is revealed to be a moment of contact in which your intention meets the material world. The arrow symbolizes the need to set your creativity free. Yes. Okay, and then the owl. I love that. It hit the nail on the head with every single thing we talked about. Where is the owl? Oh, wait, I think I'm here. Okay. The essence. Owl is the master of the night. She can see situations with perfect clarity, more so when it is dark, and is able to discern truth when others are sightless. She helps you find your light and your lightness in the darkest moments of your life, and to embrace the night as your ally. Owl can bring you a message from the invisible world. She opens your ears so that you may hear the voices of the ancestors, and you may acquire their wisdom and make it your own. Look around you. Notice every detail and find the hidden messages brought to you by the owl. Do not shoot the messenger. Be grateful to the friend who shows you what you have not wanted to see until now. I'm sorry. I'm just gonna 5 cups. Oh, there we go. Observe all the facets of the diamond without judgment. Remember, the facets you dislike are often mirrors of the parts of you that you do not want to recognize. Do not be afraid of the truth. as it will become your compass. All right, Scorpios, that's fantastic. I hope you guys have an amazing month ahead, and I will see you in a couple weeks. Love and light.